Yeah.
So what was you saying?
Huh?
You said my definition for logicality was the worst you've ever seen, right?
Yeah. So this is your definition. I just screenshotted it for you because you got kicked out. You couldn't really see what you typed.
Yeah, okay. So, why is it trash?
Yeah. So illogicality being the lack of reasoning, um, that just directly goes against any form of definition relate in relation to illogicality or irrationality, right? Because irrationality and illogicality are tied to non-cogent descriptions of things or things that lack proper sense,
Okay,
not things
here's
that
the thing.
inherently lack all
Here's the thing.
description.
Okay, here's the
Yeah,
thing,
go ahead.
right? So, due to that, the sources for the definition itself, like the words in itself, are just sources for like the actual meaning. It's not like holding it like in its like absolute form.
What do you mean by that? Elaborate.
Okay, so like you know how there's like a source of things. So like let's say this source like it generates this certain thing. But that said source, it doesn't like it generate the true absolute form, or what we mean by like its true conceptual value on like what it's actually generating, right? And that's the thing with like illogicality, and like the main definition for illogicality being the lack of reasoning, because illogicality, as by definition, would be the source of something as going to the lack of reasoning or conjunction to the lack of reasoning. You get my point?
Eh, Wait, so are you an abstract objectivist then? Because that's like a very weird view.
Very rare view. Oh,
Yeah. So are you an
well, you
abstract
could
objectivist?
you could say that, Loki. You could say that.
Okay. So you're saying that wait. Okay. So you're are you an abstract objectivist or a platonic realist? Like specifically.
I used to be a platonic realist. I mean, I might still be a platonic realist, but really, I think I'm morally on an abstract objectivist because I usually study metaphysics.
Okay, yeah. So here's the problem with that. That like so illogic. You're saying illogicality is beyond. I don't know. Let's just say the material world of descriptions, and you're saying it has some absolute source about it. But
No,
w-
that's not what I said, right? When I said source, like you say this generator, like emits like all functional wave particles of the study of quantum mechanics, like whatever the fuck. But like even though it does like generate those things, it doesn't hold the absolute conceptual value of that said thing it was generating. You know.
wait, what's the source? Explain that to me then. I'm like
So
confused.
we're just taking to example. There's a generator who like generates wave functions of particles, right? But that said generator doesn't hold the true and absolute form of wave particles in itself, or like the conceptual value of wave particles. And that's what we are abiding by to here. The main words, like language in itself, when we say logicality, we're using that word as a source to conjunction to something that has a lack of reasoning. You know,
So you're saying the universe is dysteleological? Is that what you're saying?
this what?
Dysteleological, like the universe lacks all meaning, basically.
That's oh my no, it's an example. Again, I'm not. That's not what I'm abiding to.
No, yeah, but that's
What
what
we
your
are.
example leads to. Your example leads to a universe that has no meaning. You're saying we use linguistics, right, to add meaning to things. Like, for example, a rock, right? A rock that it's not an actual rock, but we label it as a rock and thus give it meaning of a rock. That's what you're saying, right?
My apologies. No, that's describing something. That's describing something again, which
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
definition.
yeah.
It's
Okay,
functionally and materially within your perception and comprehension of view.
wait. So
So
how would you
this
define reasoning then?
define reasoning. What do you mean?
Yes, because you have to describe something to reason something, but you're saying reasoning isn't describing. Yes, you have to
That's
describe something to reason something.
that's not what I said.
No, no, no. I'm saying you have to describe something to reason something, but then you're saying that's not the case.
You're no, you're using reasoning to describe something.
You're using reasoning to
How
um
can you describe something with reasoning?
define reasoning. Well, I want you to define reasoning first because like you're all over the place.
Reasoning is just basically the action of thinking about something, or like in a sensible way, where like it's actually intelligible, or like intelligible. You know what I'm saying? In like a sensible and logical way.
So
That's reasoning itself.
so you think you can't have like non-cogent reasoning?
Can you define that?
Cogent just means like logically clear. Something logical or clear. So you think you can't have like non-clear reasoning?
Non-clear reasoning.
Like you
Basically,
don't think that's possible?
no. It just says here uncogent, like uncogent reasoning in itself is just abiding to synthesis. So like, what does that have to do with you, or like with this argument itself?
Well, no, you're saying everything requires like reasoning that makes sense. But then you're also saying um, your argument's just like super weird because like so yes or no is your position not that illogicality can exist?
Illogicality can exist. Can't exist. That's my premise.
Yeah, that's your position, right?
Yeah.
So let's say there's something that exists without reasoning. Say, I don't know, the universe, right? Are you saying the universe can't actually exist because we have no reasoning for it?
The universe was created with reasoning. Do you know the
How
argument?
do you know that?
Do you know the argument, the Kalam cosmological argument? Hold on, I will give you it here. Hold on, give me a second. So basically, what it says here is that basically, like, let's go by the syllogism on what it says in like what I'm reading right now. So in this argument, in supporting the existence of a creator, like it might go against like it's going with the argument of God, but it does fit within
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
synthesis of
Yeah,
God.
I'm aware of the column. Yeah,
Yeah. So
there's
basically,
just
it says here
specific variation.
every being which begins has a cause for its beginning. Now the world is a
Hmm.
being which begins, therefore possesses cause for its beginning. So the first premise is everything that begins to exist has a cause. Second premise is the universe began to exist, therefore the universe has a cause. So in defense of the second premise, this basically just offers like arguments to show the impossibility of infinite regress of temporal phenomena and hence an infinite past. So therefore, the what you just said there, or what you were abiding to, was still rational. So the universe's existence is still rational within. Because as again, if it was irrational or like non-contagious, because again, we don't need to have reasoning to
No, yeah. So here,
to
yeah, yeah,
reason what
so
I'm trying to
the
say.
problem is, yeah, yeah, the problem is like you're asserting that the PSR is true, but you're not actually proving that the PSR is true. Like, why is the PSR necessary?
Oh my days. Well, I'll just make it more simpler for you, right? We use reasoning, right? And reasoning, logic and
Yeah,
ontology, for
okay,
example. So
I get that,
wait,
I get
wait, wait,
that,
wait.
but you're
No,
saying everything
no,
that
no.
no, but you're like rambling, right? You're saying everything that begins to exist needs a cause, right? The principle of sufficient reasoning. But why is it necessary? Like, why does everything that exists need a cause?
Okay, do you know what's a chronological order? How can something not need a cause to have a chronological order?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Do you know what's a chronological order?
Yeah, it's an order of events through time.
Yeah, okay, so chronology basically is a formal system within logic, so it still plays out within correct reasoning in itself. So basically, chronological by definition is just of a record of events, starting with the following first events to the other mirror events. We can give this for example, such as you wake up, you get ready, you go to work, you do something else, and then you go back, and then you repeat. That's a chronological order, and that's what we are abiding to something having a cause to exist. Because again, these certain events, they are causes within causality. So even if, like basically, what you just said right now,
Mhm.
it would still need causes to exist because a chronologicality is just an order within formal systems within logic. So it is still logical, and it does need causality to exist.
No. The problem is you're claiming a universal, right? You're saying everything that within the universe needs a cause.
No,
Prove that. Prove everything needs a cause.
that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said
You
the
did. You
universe.
said
I said
you
the
literally
universe
said,
existing. All my days.
yeah,
I said
yeah, the
the
universe
universe.
existing.
Yeah,
The
I said
universe as in
I
everything
said
within
the
the universe.
universe existing basically means that when the universe began to exist, it has a cause to exist. I'm not saying everything within that universe has a
Yeah,
cause to
prove that.
exist.
No, everything within the universe would be the universe. That's what the universe is.
What?
Yes, that's what a universe. Yes, what the universe. Anything within the universe is a part of the universe.
Yeah. Okay. What's your point?
So prove that everything needs a cause. You're not proving that.
Okay. So if something doesn't have a cause, then there's no progression within events.
Um, no. You can have causes, right? But you can exist without a cause,
Wait. How?
but your existence can be affecting causes.
What?
Yes, you're saying, right? You're saying the universe has causal actions, therefore the universe must be contingent, right? But why? Why is that the case?
You see, again, if we didn't have causality in itself, again, causality goes abiding to chronological orders, as I've already said, progression through time. Causality and time itself as a concept do hold together in very consistent places. So again, you would need, for example, if you want to progress through life, you would need, like, you know, the cause to walk, and that said cause is you, because you are moving yourself to walk, and doing all these other tasks in your life needs a cause. That is either something, someone, or like a structure, something material, or the
Yeah, no,
universe
yeah,
that
that's
created that cause. Or
yeah, that's fine. That's a localized example. Here you're making a universal claim. You're saying the universe is bound by the PSR, but you're using localized information to assert that.
what do you mean
I,
localized information? I'm still going abiding
yeah,
to PSR.
so we only know 9% of the observable universe,
Okay,
let
so
alone the entire universe. That's like saying there's 100 people in the room, right? Being generous, right? And um, 9 people are stayed to be standing, and then you're making the claim, oh, all 100 people are standing because you know that 9 people are standing. No, that's just a ludicrous claim.
no,
Like you have no grounds.
that's just a baseless claim. I'm abiding to I'm drawing an analogy here. Like, even if we're abiding to something civil, what do you think causes a supernova to explode? Or what do you think causes a star to go supernova?
I'm not a physicist, but look, here's your problem. You denied illogicality being able to exist, and you also denied an infinite regression, and you're also denying an eternal concrete object. So
What?
you're denying the universe's existence. That's your problem.
No, no, what? I never denied full structure. What are you talking about?
What do you mean full structure?
Like what you just said by an absolute material structure. I never denied that.
Um, yes, you did.
Where? When?
You said the universe wasn't eternal.
I when? I never said that.
You said it in P1. That's part of the cosmological
What?
argument. P1, everything that um, begins to exist needs a cause, and you're saying the universe needs a cause.
Okay, so how does that debunk anything?
Okay. You've denied anything illogical
Something
being able to
material doesn't
exist.
exist. Okay then.
No. You're saying you denied anything illogical to exist, right?
Yeah.
And then you're saying anything that lacks reasoning is illogical. And anything that has reasoning is bound to the PSR, the principle of sufficient reasoning. So you're saying only things contingent can exist, and things that are unconditioned reality, right? Things that would allow the universe to exist, do not exist by virtue of them being illogical.
You do know unconditioned realities are metaphysical, which is still in rational
What about
reasonings.
it? Do you not know what okay, wait. So, what about it being metaphysical does it have to do with anything?
Okay, so do you know metaphysical possibilities?
What about it?
Okay, so metaphysical possibilities, while they do, for example, if we go by logical contradiction or logical impossibilities such as P and not P, I exist in two different states at the same time. I am lacking material concepts and I'm within material concepts. That is a logical impossibility. But then again, if we go to abiding metaphysics or like metaphysics in this context, you can be in one state or like in two states simultaneously at the same time, and it's still rational and logical to be in one. And this isn't something that is irrational. It still operates against. It still operates within a framework of logic called something pair consistency. Do you know what's pair consistency?
I know what paraconsistent logic is. Prove it's true.
What do you mean prove it's true? It's a framework.
Prove it exists. Prove metaphysical possibility exists.
Prove metaphysical possibilities exist.
Yes,
Okay,
prove your modality to be true.
wait, hold on. So if proving, so what you're trying to say here is that it's subjective, right?
Right. No, I'm saying you're making metaphysical claims without being able to prove them.
What do you mean metaphysical claims? I'm abiding to a framework. Frameworks are logical. What are you on about?
You're abiding to a metaphysical framework. That's what you said on recording. What?
Oh my days. Oh my god, bro.
Hello? Do
So
you
you
want me
think
to like
hold
send
on
you
hold
the
on.
clip or
So you think like metaphysics cannot exist just because I haven't proved it?
what? No. You what? What are you talking about?
So pair consistent is just subjective to exist. So it's not a framework.
Paraconsistent logic? Yeah, no, I never said the laws of. No, I don't
The
even think
laws
the
of
laws of
logic.
logic are universal.
No. What the fuck? I never talked about the laws of logic. I'm talking about pair consistency.
What? No. No. I'm saying I never asserted that the laws of logic are universal. So I don't care if you want to follow some non-classical logic states like paraconsistent logic. Like I don't care if you want to abide by that. I'm just saying prove it if you think it's true.
It's a rational framework, bro. We don't have to. Oh my days. Listen,
Okay.
we're going by ideas within conceptual values. So, like, what do you mean by it's still subjective to use, and that even if I think it's true, I should still like prove it exists? But we are going by conceptions.
No, you're saying the universe can exist due to paraconsistent logic. That's what you're
No.
saying.
Oh my god.
That's literally what you said on recording.
No, I
What?
didn't. No, I didn't. I said it has a cause to exist because the concept of causality. Oh my god.
What? Say that one more time.
I said it has a cause to exist because of the concept of causality.
The universe has a cause to exist because of the concept of causality.
Yeah, what do you think causality is?
Okay, wait, no. Before we get into that, I just want to remind you of your argument. P1, everything that began to exist requires a cause. P2, infinite regression is impossible. P3, um, you said the universe began to exist. You never included that in your syllogism, but you later argued that, so I'm including that into a P3. And then conclusion, um, the universe is illogical, so it doesn't exist. That was your argument.
No. Oh my. You just
Yes, it was.
misinterpreted my argument.
No, that's literally your argument.
No. I have the whole recording. I never said that. I never said the universe is illogical.
You explain to me your point because from what I'm hearing,
You know what? I'm pretty sure you're just strawmanning me at this point.
I'm not strawmanning you. You said right, everything that begins to exist needs a cause.
Yeah, having a
Right?
cause is rational. Having a cause is rational.
Yeah, having a cause is rational. Logicality can exist. Infinite regression is impossible, and the universe had a cause. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, you're saying because it had a cause, um, and that cause doesn't exist, it lacks the reasoning, therefore it's illogical, therefore it can't exist.
Yeah. Oh my. Listen, that's exactly why I moved on onto pair consistent logic.
Yeah, you can move on to that. It doesn't help you.
Oh, okay, why doesn't it help me? Why doesn't it help me?
You're saying something can be at two states at the same time. Like, sure, you
Yeah,
can say
exactly,
that.
exactly. Like, within Aristotelian concepts, infinite regression is also an impossibility within the laws of logic. So, as existing at two states at the same time, that is also a logical impossibility between the law of non-contradiction and the law of excluded middle.
I don't think the laws of logic are universal.
Who said it was universal?
You brought up the laws of logic. I'm just saying that. But
I'm talking about the infinite regression stuff.
yeah. So okay. So because paraconsistency as a concept exists, the universe can exist. That's your argument. Hello.
Yo, I'm not about to repeat this again.
No. That's your argument.
Yo, I'm not.
That
Yo,
the universe can
yo,
exist due
yo,
to
yo,
paraconsistent.
yo, listen. I'm not about to repeat this again. Like, I'm dead ass not about to repeat this again, bro.
No, that's fine. I mean, that's your argument. It doesn't prove anything.
Okay, so
You thinking paraconsistent
listen,
logic is
listen. If you know why I brought up metaphysics, then you should already realize that I was conjunctioning paraconsistency within the context of metaphysics and logical impossibilities being able to be possible within the context of metaphysics.
yeah. So I don't know if you know what metaphysics means, but for all I
Yeah, I
know,
know
you
what
could be
metaphysics
talking
is.
about the material. Yeah. So for all I know, you can be talking about material phenomena ontology, right? Who knows what category of metaphysics
Yo,
you're using?
yo, I'm talking
Yeah.
about I'm talking about infinite regression and the impossibility I just gave, such as existing at two states at the same time.
Okay. Like you're quiet, but like yeah, you're talking about that. Prove that it's possible.
Prove that it's possible. Prove that it's
Yes, prove it's possible to exist at two states at once.
It's not possible within the laws of logic. That's why I brought up her consistency.
Okay. What?
Oh my days.
No. It's not possible within the laws of logic.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. That's why you brought up paraconsistent logic. Well, no shit. Prove paraconsistent logic to be true.
Okay, why isn't it true?
I've seen no reason to believe it.
You see no reason to believe it? So
I've seen no reason to believe it. I
so
haven't. Have you seen a rock existing in one place?
no, wait. So it's your reason to believe it. Is it your belief that it doesn't exist?
Is it my belief that it doesn't exist?
Yeah, in this case.
Um, no, I mean, no. I'm just saying, right? In the observable universe, just like you've used, in the observable universe, there's no such thing as a thing existing in two possible states simultaneously. It's the same argument you used with the Kalam.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, it's the same argument used with the Kalam, right? So, given that's the case, there's no possible argument you can make that proves that the universe can exist. Therefore, you're saying that it's illogical, therefore it can exist.
That's just using negative claims to deduce the positivity.
How so?
Again, what you're trying to say here is that due to me saying this and you saying that, right? What we both said was abiding to each other's points. But again, when we were abiding to each other's points, you then just switched off and took the argument into your own hands.
What do you mean abiding share? I don't believe in contingent universes. What?
Contingent universes. Oh my days.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Yo, I'm praying for this man. I'm gonna pray for this man, bro.
Yeah, yeah. You're the one who believes that like the Kalam is true. Like I don't believe the Kalam's true. That's why I'm saying your argument makes no sense. Under your worldview,
Wait,
the
so
universe
hold
can't
on.
exist.
So it's your belief that Kalam isn't true?
Well, no shit. That's why I asked you to prove the PSR to be true, and you still haven't done that.
You do. Okay, so if it's your belief, you do realize beliefs are subjective.
Yes, I'm a fallibilist.
Okay, so it's subjective.
Yeah, I'm a fallibilist. I don't think
Okay,
anything's objective.
okay. So,
Yeah,
oh my
you're
god.
laughing like you don't know what fallibilism is. Hello?
I know what it is, bro. But here's the thing: you just conceded to having a subjective argument. You do realize that?
Yeah, you also have a subjective argument. What's your point?
No, I'm on the refutable side. That's all.
Yeah, prove fallibilism to be false. Go ahead.
When did I say it's false? I never said it's false. Are you dumb?
Yeah, you're saying
When
I
did I say
concede
it's
by
false?
saying my arguments. You said I conceded by saying my argument's subjective. Right? Prove
Do you know what
that your
subjective?
argument
Do you know
isn't
what
subjective.
subjective? Do you know what subjective or subjectivity?
What subjectivity is?
Yeah. Do you know what subjectivity?
Um, yes, I know what subjectivity
Can you
is.
really define it?
Subjectivity is something that's not absolutely true.
Yeah. Okay. So that also abides to your argument, which is nothing true, absolutely true.
Nothing can be absolutely true. Yes. Your point is I don't. You can't prove anything to be absolutely true. We can go down this route if you'd like.
That's not nothing on my days. I literally gave
Yeah.
I gave context. I gave context because I'm on the refutable side, and again, you also gave context because you said that my definition is bad, and now we're just moving on to this basis of the point.
Yeah, I've showed why your position's bad. I've showed why your definition's horrible.
Okay. So you showed why my definition is horrible. You showed why it's trash, and then you just conceded
Yeah.
to your argument being subjective. So it's subjective that my argument is trash.
No, 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 no. I okay. I showed contradictions within your argument. Me having an epistemology. Wait, no, no, no. Me having an epistemology that doesn't have an absolute source doesn't mean your epistemology has been proven to be an absolute source. And we can go down the road with epistemology if you want. I promise you, you would lose that too.
Is this guy serious?
Yeah, prove your epistemology to be true and absolute.
Shouldn't you be doing that?
I'm a fallibilist. I don't think anything's absolute.
Okay, so you just conceded. Okay, but
Well, no, the point is nothing's absolute, and you can't prove anything's absolute. And I'm asking you to prove something's absolute.
yo, I'm staring into my wall right now, thinking about what I just
Yes,
said.
yeah, it's called argument from impossibility of the contrary.
I'm looking up to my ceiling, just contemplating what you just said to me.
What impossibility of the contrary?
Yeah.
What's wrong with impossibility of the contrary? You can't give an answer to it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just staring into my computer. I'm staring into my computer, like I'm happy, but it's just disappointment. It's just real disappointment. There's really nothing I can do for you, bro. There's really nothing I can do for you at this point. I don't even think this is gonna help.
Um, yeah, me either. I mean, I've showed contradictions to your argument. You refuse to give a epistemology that contradicts mine. I mean, I don't know how you can say you're on the quote unquote winning side of this. Like you're honestly lost.
Did you just say your argument is testimonial?
My argument is testimonial.
Yeah.
I didn't say words. No.
Oh, okay. So it isn't. So it isn't. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So you done there?
I'm staring into the wall.
Yeah, I mean, stare into the wall. I can make a testimonial statement for you right now.